I think I'm live. I think hopefully people can hear me. I think everything is working and shiny. That's the plan. Let me just fiddle with some stuff here. Come one and all, let us be jolly, drive away all melancholy, for to grieve it is a folly. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Hurrah, follow, that's not good. That's not good. Can you hear me now? Strange that it thinks you can hear me. Yes, definitely showing me as sending you sound. Let me just. Right, okay, phew. Oh dear. Well, Chastity can hear me, Nitronomicon can't. As far as I'm concerned, everything's fine and indeed dandy. So, I'm going to proceed on the basis that at least someone can hear me. Oh, how odd. How odd. Does it have a separate volume control in your mixer or something like that in Windows or Mac or whatever it is you're using? Let's try again. Come one and all, let us be jolly, drive away all melancholy, for to grieve it is a folly. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, King Solomon in all his glory tells each wife a different story. In our cups we'll disapprove of that. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, eating and drinking, they're so charming, piping and smoking, there's no harm in. All these things we'll take delight in. When we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one, we'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Rack falla rolla roll to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido, rack falla rolla rolla to relido. When we're met together, press the wrong button there, which is why you can't hear the rest of me. Cease your quarrelling and fighting, evil speaking and backbiting. All these things take no delight in. Oh, when we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we begun. Let it all in pleasure. Rack, follow, roll, to rack, follow, roll, to rack, follow, roll, to when we're met together, grab the bottle as it passes. Do not fail to fill your glasses. Water drinkers are universally excellent fellows and... oh, bollocks. Oh, when we're met together, let union be in all our hearts. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we begun. Let it all in pleasure. Rack, follow, roll, to Lido. Rack, follow, roll, to Lido. Rack, follow, roll, to Lido. And we're met together. Smooth, Piers, smooth. Oh, God, yes. I'm sorry, I missed last weekend. Last weekend was not the UK FilkCon, but one of the UK regular filkers has got a big entertaining room in his house, and there was a house filk with delusions of grandeur, as far as I can tell. And the annoying thing is, I didn't know about it until after it was over. I'm not sure I'd have made it anyway, because if you've been following me on the Facebooks or the Mastodons, you'll be aware that I am my wife's in hospital because she had she tripped going up the stairs and ended up stuck kneeling for about 90 minutes, and that means that while she's medically okay, her tendons and cartilage and all that kind of stuff got nastily stretched, and blood circulation was cut off and stuff like that. She had one massive dead leg, and so she's being hopefully soon checked out of the hospital for the medical side of things and checked into a slightly different hospital to go for physiotherapy and rehab, and hopefully they'll get her back to the point where she can actually climb the stair. Well, not climb the stairs, at least ride the stair lift and then climb those last two stairs and be able to go to bed. So that's where I'm at, which you can understand why I've been a bit stressed these last few weeks. So yeah, that's what I've been that's what's kept me from your fine and fantastic company. Yeah, it wasn't great, Justy, I have to say. As things go, it was shit. Anyway. Not sure how much voice I've got tonight, actually. I'm still suffering from the exhaustions after COVID. I'm still spending an awful lot of the day asleep. Jill is much better today. She was spent most of yesterday in a chair that she managed to stand up without the aid of a hoist and transfer to the chair, and spent time sat in a chair rather than on one of those incredibly adjustable beds that, as far as she's concerned, cannot be adjusted to any point where she's actually actively comfortable. It's just not great, really, when that's happening. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, Jill wouldn't have been able to make it at all, but I just didn't know. I had no idea about it until it was too late. Anyway, having fouled up one thing, because I'm out of practice with this gadget as well. Let's see if I can foul up this. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, journeying through this world of woe. And there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather on me. I know my way is rough and steep. Fields are just before me, where God's redeemed and the hills keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'll meet me when I come. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Crown of glory when I come home in the bright land. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with that large cloud. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing His praise forevermore. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing His praise forevermore. I am just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. 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 I'm only going There you go, poor wayfaring stranger, slightly too high tempo. Hope you enjoyed that. So how was as you say, real people, hugs, music, food? That does sound good. How's life in Australia there, then, Chastity? Hope things are going well. Who'll be the lady, who will be the lord, when we are ruled by the love of one another? Who'll be the lady, who will be the lord, in the light that is coming in the morning? Sing John Bull and tell it to 'em all, long live the day that is dawning. For a crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark, in the light that is coming in the morning. Eve is the lady, lady, Adam is the Lord. When we are ruled by the love of one another, Eve is the lady, Adam is the Lord. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Bull and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for a crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, labour and spin for fellowship, I say. Labour and spin for the love of one another. Labour and spin for fellowship, I say. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Bull and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for a crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, all shall be ruled by fellowship, I say. All shall be ruled by the love of one another. All shall be ruled by fellowship, I say. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Bull and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for a crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning, sing John Bull and tell it to them all. Long live the day that is dawning, for a crow like a cock, I'll carol like a lark. In the light that is coming in the morning. Oh wow! Oh, that's so they managed to make it feel like a bit like the con without. That's fantastic. Delighted to hear it. Something happened. That's yeah, because it's been put off and put off and put off, hasn't it? And it's been a bit grim. Oh, the only trouble with spending your week mostly shuttling to and from hospital and falling asleep is I've done nothing all week. It's really, I've got no conversation. My dad was 80 last week. He turned 80, and we was it last week or the week before? Week before. No, last week. And my brother took him to what he was described as a wheelchair-angry Michelin-starred restaurant in near Luga Loughborough. And I wasn't going to go because Jill wasn't going to be able to go. And then when Jill ended up in hospital, I was like, my brother's like, would you like to come? Because then you can drive back and I can have some wine. And so I did. And we had a fantastic, oh my God, just a fantastic meal. Real top shelf fine dining stuff, and much fine wine was drunk as well. And then we all piled into my brother's 1973 Silver Ghost, and she's a horrific thing to drive, and drove back to Scrooby. But yeah, that was fun. Thank you very much, Chastity, for that. For that. I managed to point to it before it's gone. I'm a star. A shepherd of the downs, being weary of his port, retired to the hills where he used to resort. In want of refreshment he laid himself down. He valued no riches, nor wealth from the crown. He valued no riches, nor wealth from the crown. As he was a-walking one evening so clear, A heavenly sweet voice sounded soft in his ear. He stood like a post, not a step could he move. He knew not what ailed him, but thought it was love. He knew not what ailed him, but thought it was love. He espied a pretty damsel, a fair pretty maid. She had something amiss, and disguised in her face, she unto him did say, How now, Master Shepherd, how came you this way? How now, Master Shepherd, how came you this way? He took her by the hand and modestly said, I never was surprised before at a maid. When first you beheld me, from sorrow I was free, and now you have stolen my poor heart away, and now you have stolen my poor heart away. Yes, he took her by the hand, and unto her did say, We will be married, pretty Betsy, today. So to church they did go, and got married, we'll hear, and now she'll enjoy pretty Betsy is dear, and now he'll enjoy pretty Betsy is dear. A Shepherd of the Downs, from the singing of the Copper family. And as courting songs in the English tradition go, that one's surprisingly inoffensive. At no point does she tell him to bog off, and he keeps nagging at her, or any of that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, I've fallen in love with you, and then the next verse, we'll get married, and she's said nothing to between verses. It's just, yeah, it's weird. Come write me down, pals. Hang on a minute, how's that go? I'll try that later. Come write me down, ye powers above, and him that first created love. For I've a diamond in my eye, where all my joys and comforts lie. Where all my joys and comforts lie. I'll give you gold, I'll give you pearl, if you can fancy me, dear girl. Rich costly robes as you shall wear, if you can fancy me, my dear. If you can fancy me, my dear. Your gold and jewels don't me entice to leave off pleasure to be your wife. For I don't mean nor intend at all to be at any young man's call. To be at any young man's call. Oh, pardon me. Then go your way, you scornful dame. If you prove false, I'll prove the same. And I shall seek, and I shall find some other fair maid to my mind. Some other fair maid to my mind. Oh, stay, young man, don't be in haste. You seem afraid your time you'll waste. Let reason rule your roving mind, and unto you I will prove kind. And unto you I will prove kind. So to church they went the very next day, and got married by asking, as I would say. And now that girl, she is his wife. She'll prove his comfort day and night. She'll prove his comfort day and night. Now, Bob Copper used to stop there, but Jack Elliott wrote this verse, or possibly Jock Purdon. So to bed they went that very same night, and went 16 rounds if I count it right. And in the morn this girl did say, my love, we have but started play. My love, we have but started play. There you go. Come Write Me Down, or the wedding song from the Singing of the Coppers, with an addition from the Elliott family of Berkeley, which I think it's one of my favourite sweet little additions. I mean, it's smutty, but it's just, hi folk Dan. It's kind of smutty, but it's just so sweet, and it gives her a voice, and she's an accomplice, and it's brilliant. Yeah, you're right. In so many trad songs, women aren't supposed to have an opinion. There's the stuff that was collected from the walking songs in the Hebrides, collected from mainly women workers, and there are clearly songs of in women's traditions where my husband's got no courage in him kind of stuff. But yes, just most of the time it's folk song, aka the male gaze, which is a bit. Sometimes it can be quite annoying, because you've got a song that is otherwise utterly beautiful, and then it has that verse or that plot, and you're just like, oh God, no, just stop it. But we've had this discussion in here before, so I shall not rehash. Three maidens a-milking did go, 3 maidens a-milking did go, and the wind it did blow high, and the wind it did blow low, and it tossed them petticoats to and fro. They met with some young man they know. They met with some young man they know, and they asked if of him if he had any skill for to catch them a little bird or so. Oh yes, I've a very good skill. Oh yes, I've a very good skill. And if you go to me on to yonder flowering tree, I'll catch you a little bird or so. And it's down to the greenwood they did go. It's down to the greenwood they did go, and the bird it did fly in, and just a little above her lily white knee. And her sparkling eyes, they did turn round. Her sparkling eyes, they did turn round. And she cried, oh, I've a bird, and a very pretty bird. And he's pecking away at his own ground. Here's a health to the bird in the bush. Here's a health to the bonny rigadoon. And we'll drink down the sun, and we'll drink up the moon. Let the neighbours say little or much. Slightly cocked that one up. Her sparkling eyes, they did turn round, just as if she had been in a swoon. Which, just such a delicate way of describing what's going on, isn't it? And what a tune! What an absolute tune that is. Yeah, but which Cuckoo's Nest? Probably not the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm not in the mood for it, really. So I might be in the mood for it later, but probably not. Let's have a think. Where was I going? There was a song that flitted into my head and then flitted out like a bird. Oh, right, yes. That's it. Oh, the heart is the fortune of all womankind. She's always controlled, she's always confined, controlled by a family until she's a wife, then bound to her husband the rest of her life. Oh, I am a poor girl, my fortune is sad. I've a long time been courted by the wagoner's lad. He courted me truly by night and by day, but now he is loading and riding away. Your parents don't like me because I am poor. They say I'm not worthy to enter your door. But I work for my living, my money's my own. And them that don't like me can leave me alone. Your horses are hungry, go feed them some hay. Come sit here beside me as long as you may. My horses ain't hungry, they won't eat your hay. So fare thee well, darling, I'm for riding away. Your wagon needs greasing, your whip's for to mend. Come sit here beside me as long as you can. My wagon is greasy, my whip's in my hand. So fare thee well, darling, I can no longer stand. Oh, I can love little, or I can love long. I can love an old sweetheart till a new one comes along. Can hug and can kiss 'em and prove to them kind. I can turn my back on 'em and also my mind. I'll go to yon mountain so high, where the wild birds can hear me and hear my sad cry, where the wild birds can hear me and hear my sad moan, for I am a poor girl and my lover is gone. The Waggoner's Lad. Learned from Sheila K. Adams and my wife and Joan Baez. Oh God, that song, that just gives me the shivers, that one. It really does. Yeah. In the heat of the day when the sun shines so clearly, I met Master Kilby, so fine and so gay. I pulled off my hat and I bowed to the ground, and I said, Master Kilby, oh, where are you bound? I'm bound for the west, and in the hopes to find rest in the arms of my dear Nancy, I will build a new nest. She's the fairest of girls, she's the choice of my heart, and her skin shines like silver in every part. And if I were the master of 10,000 £, in bright gold and silver, or in King William's crowns, I'd part with it all and with my own heart so freely, and it's all for the sake of my charming Nancy. I gave her some kisses, 'twas down by the seashore, and still she lay asking for more. Master Kilby. Oh, knocking things on the floor. Nothing important, but I'd rather not. It's a plug. I'd rather not tread on it in bare feet later. That would be bad, wouldn't it? We're definitely in the love songs, aren't we? It's Valentine's Day next week, that's what it is. Clearly sneaking up on me while I wasn't thinking. This was not planned. The camera's sagged a bit in the weeks of not singing. Hang on a minute. You know it's bad when you're looking at books and. Thank you. Thanks. That's a very nice thing to say, Fagnan. That's fine. Thank you very much. So many good songs in here. I was just having a quick gamble through here and see if there's anything that's going to remind me of something that I ought to sing. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. This is not the most thrilling thing to be watching. Oh, that's what it reminded me of. I'm lost away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I will be guided without a stumble into the arms I love them best. And when he's come to his true love's window, he's knelt down gently all on a stone, and through the window has whispered softly, my darling dear, are you alone? She's raised her head from her down soft pillow, and snowy were her milk-white breasts, and through the window has whispered lowly, who's that disturbing my long night's rest? 'Tis I, your love, but don't discover. I bid you rise and let me in, for I am wed, love, I very weary. Yes, I am wed, love, unto my skin. She's raised her up with the greatest of pleasure, thrown open the window, she's let him in, and it's there they've kissed and embraced each other. Through that long night they've laid as one. And when that long night was past and over, and when the songbirds began to sing, he's raised him up, they've kissed and parted. He's mounted his steed and away did ride. Night visiting song, the happy version. Hi Solomon, how you doing? Wanting wontons. Oh God, what made you want wontons? Oh, wontons. Yes. Hang on a minute. Where's the actual song? Remind me of the song. There'll be a short pause. As I walked out one morning fair to view the fields and to take the air, pretty maid making her complaint, and all she wanted was the cheapest grain, oh, the cheapest grain. All she wanted was the cheapest grain. As I walked out one morning fair to view the fields and to take the... No, I need to learn it properly. Can't quite sing the Wanton Seed from scratch. I need to get the tune set in my head, which is a shame because it's a lovely song, and only a bit smutty. No songs about... There probably are songs about pierogi, but I don't speak Polish. Sorry. Songs, I'm just trying. Now westland winds and slaughtering guns bring autumn's pleasant weather. The moorcock springs on whirring wings among the blooming heather. The waving grain wide o'er the plain delights the weary farmer, and the moon shines bright as I rove at night to muse upon my charmer. The partridge loves the fruitful fells, the plover loves the mountains, the woodcock haunts the lonely dells, the soaring hern the fountains, through lofty groves the cushat roves, the path of man to shun it. The hazel bush o'erhangs the thrush, the spreading thorn, the linnet. Thus every kind their pleasure find, the savage and the tender. Some social join and lives combine, some solitary wander, avaunt away the cruel sway, tyrannic man's dominion. The sportsman's joy, the murdering cry, the fluttering gory pinion. But Peggy dear, the evening's clear, swift flies the skimming swallow. The sky is blue, the fields in view, all fading green and yellow. Come, let us stray our gladsome way to view the charms of nature, the waving corn, the fruitful thorn, and every happy creature. We'll gently walk and sweetly talk till the silent moon shines clearly. I'll clasp thy waist and fondly pressed swear how I love thee dearly. Not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer, so dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer. So dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. That was Westland Winds, or Composed in August, by that Robert Burns, who, by God, knew how to write a pen of seductive lyric, didn't he? It's a beautiful, yeah. You're right. It's that lovely set of images in it, isn't it? It's just you can tell a poet wrote that. I mean, yeah. I mean, the poetry in traditional material is amazing as well a lot of the time, but that's just. It's been a year since last we met. We may never meet again. I have struggled to forget, but the struggle is in vain. For her voice lives in the breeze, her spirit comes at will, in the midnight on the seas. Her dark smile haunts me still, in the midnight on the seas. Her dark smile haunts me still. I have sailed the falling skies, I have charted hazard's path, I have seen the storm arise like a giant in his wrath. Every danger I have known a reckless life could fill, and though her spirit is now flown, her dark smile haunts me still. Though her spirit is not flown, her dark smile haunts me still. In the first sweet hours of day, no, in the first sweet hours of light, as I gaze out on the deep, her form still greets my sight, while the stars their vigils keep. And when I close my aching eyes, pleasant dreams my memories fill, and from sleep when I arise, her bright smile haunts me still, and from sleep when I arise, her bright smile haunts me still. Her bright smile haunts me still, which I always remember as being from the singing of Mrs. Eleazar Tink Tillett. What a name, eh? Jeff Warner sells recordings of the of some of the source singers that were used for the book that's collected in. And there is a recording of Tink Tillett, and I think it's her sister, singing Her Bright Smile Haunts Me Still, and it's just stunning. That's just real proper. Oh God, if you get a chance, don't listen to people like me. Go and listen to the people I nicked, the people that the people I nicked the songs from. Just it's one of those things. You get your ear in for those source recordings, and they are sublime. But they're not. They aren't necessarily pretty. They aren't necessarily, people in the finest voice. But it doesn't matter because the songs are so good. And the singing is so good. It's just sublime. If you get a chance to, listen to Voice of the People on Apple Music or Spotify, just do. Any of those source recordings, they'll blow your mind. Really, they really will. Oh, pardon me. Trying to stick with happy endings, and that's tricky. I think I'm still ahead on happy endings anyway. That's good. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. What care we, boys, how white the minge is? What care we, boys, the wind and weather? When we know that every inch is closer homeward to Mingalay. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Wives are waiting by the pierhead, gazing seaward from the heather. Bring her head round, and we'll anchor ere the sun sets on Mingalay. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Sailing homeward to Mingalay. I love singing that song, the Mingalay boat song. I'm just going to go and top my water up, back in 2 shakes. Sorry, Zap. I'm back now, though. Oh, dear me. What to sing? My sweetheart, come along, don't you hear the sweet song, the sweet notes of the nightingale play? You shall hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Pretty Betsy, don't fail, I will carry your pail, and it's home to your cot we will go, where you shall hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Pray leave me alone, I have hands of your own, and it's a... And along with you, sir, I'll not go, for to hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Pray sit yourself down with me on the ground, on this bank where the primroses grow, and you shall hear the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below, as she sings in the valley below. Well, he kept up this talk till he got kicked in the fork, and he fell where the stinging nettles grow, and she is still not afraid for to walk in the shade, nor go down in the valley below, nor go down in the valley below. There you go, my take on the cuckoo. I never forget my additional verse. Well, it's not an additional verse, it's a changed verse. Yeah. It's amazing how many songs, I've said this before and I'll say it again, it's amazing how many songs you can kind of fix just by removing the last verse. And amazing how many songs you can't. My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. And she laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, she moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her move here star awake as the swan in the evening moves over the lake. The people were saying no two ever were wed, but one has a sorrow that never was said. And I smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, but that was the last I saw of my dear. One night she came to me, my dead love came in, so softly she moved, her feet made no din. She laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. It will not be long, not be long, not be long. I always decide halfway through the second verse whether I'm going to sing it straight or sing the Les Barker version. And in recent years, it's mostly been the Les Barker version. But it's a good idea to keep on top of the original as well, because the original's astonishing, really, isn't it? Oh, God, I've not got the stamina I used to have. Yeah, R.I.P. Les. Les was an absolute genius. Yeah, fabulous song. Great, what a tune! What an absolute... Oh, it's a great tune to get you to sink your teeth into as well. It's just great fun to sing. This is a love song of a kind. Not the usual kind, but a love song of a kind all the same. Pardon me. She went down last October in a pouring driving rain. The skipper he'd been drinking and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock and she was dealt a mortal blow, and the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost, and the ground she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter'd rise again, rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years as service boys and met a sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock, for she's worth $250,000 floating at the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. And those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will sing the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, all spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. But we've patched her rents, stopped her vents, dogged hatch and portal down, put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then take up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. And those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. For we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She'd saved our lives so many times living through the gale, and the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another hour. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, though your heart it be broken and life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a lover, friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. And those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Ha! Oh, that Stan Rogers could write a song, couldn't he? My God. Oh. Oh, the rain, it rains all day long. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, and them northern winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, we're outward bound for the Bengal Bay. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, get bending, me lads, 'tis a hell of a way. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. anchor's weighed and the sails are all set. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, and them Liverpool girls will not forget. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, cheer up, Mary, don't look lone. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, come white stocking day, you'll be drinking rum. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Oh, the rain, it rains all day long. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley, and them northern winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Bold Sally-O has gone away as well, I think. Where are you, Sal? Decided to make a pop-up appearance and then fucked off before I could get her in properly in shot. But you... Yeah, I think I'm finishing at past tonight. I'm very sorry, but I'm still at the knackered phase. Oh, dear me. I hope you've all had a jolly good time. I will just quickly remind you of the of that link there, and I'll quickly have a look to see who I should be thanking. Hold on a moment. Doodly-doo. Oh, hello. What's going on here? My password for Kofi's playing up. Come on. Oh, pardon me. Just waiting for a page to reload. Come on this time. Well, I saw at least one donation flipping by from Chastity and Nitronomicon, I see. Thank you very much, the two of you. Any more in the chat? No, they're the only two I saw in the chat, so even if I don't get to... thank you very much, both Chastity and Nitronomicon. You're very kind. So, what am I going to close with? I think my favourite, and again, it's a love song in a way. It's just a love song to a thing rather than to a person. It's a love song to an idea, really. Is Dave Webber. Dave Webber just writes so many great songs. Well, actually, Dave Webber doesn't write many songs, but the songs he writes are almost without exception phenomenal. So I'm gonna close with one of Dave's. No, I'm not singing Library. Sorry, Sol. Next time, maybe. Although that is a kind of love song too, I guess. As I rose up at break of day, all from beside my true love, I heard a blackbird sing his song, as beautiful as new love. There's not a court in all the world has heard... Oh dear. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to mute myself so you don't have to listen to myself coughing and spluttering, but hang on. Right. As I rose up at break of day, all from beside my true love, I heard a blackbird sing his song, as beautiful as new love. There's not a court in all the world has heard a sound so rich, and ne'er a song has e'er been sung that has such perfect pitch. As I walked out this autumn morn, just as the sun was rising, and all the world with dew was hung, and the trees like silver shining, there's not a court in all the world has treasures fair as these, and ne'er a diamond shone so bright as sunlight through the trees. And later on this autumn day, I saw a tree fire burning, the leaves like flames of red and gold. They set my heart a-yearning. And then I heard another song from deep within my heart, awaiting just one touch of love before it made a start. After love I ask of life just one simple thing. Pray never let me see the day that will not let me sing. There you go. The Blackbird by Dave Webber. Yes, Child of the Library. Oh, good God. I can't remember if Child of the Library is now 10 or 11. But yes, it was written last weekend. It's just last weekend. Yeah, because it was International Library Day. Anyway, thank you all so much. Thank you everyone who's chucked money in the Ko-fi hat. 12, good grief. It's really, oh, good Lord. Oh, I was allowed in the young adult library by 12. Anyway, complete tangent. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm afraid I'm just going to have to call it a night. Thank you, Chastity and Marion, for chucking money in the hat. You're very kind. Thank you, everyone, for being here and in chat after my prolonged absence. I have no idea when I'm next going to have a guest, because I've not really got my act together, really, with that. But I will. In hopefully good news, Emily, the woman I was singing with before she met this lovely chap who lives down south and fell in love with him, he's been offered a job in Sheffield. So he might be back singing again, and she might be a guest on here again, and I'm right looking forward to that. So yeah, that's possibly good news. And I've had a few people say yes, but then I've not been back in touch for sorting out dates. Angeline Morrison is definitely on for coming on again. Sybil, how you doing? Nice to see you. But yeah, I'm just... Oh, pardon me. I am just done. I'm really sorry. Do you remember when these used to go on for hours and hours and hours? Maybe they'll be like that again. But right now, I'm afraid I'm going to press the fade to black button and stop the stream. But thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me. So, you know, that was great. Thank you.